Um, all right, so tell me about Returnal. That's coming out soon, right? Or is it out already?
I don't think it's out. I could be wrong, but I have not been keeping that much of a Hawkeye on this game, but I have been keeping it on my radar very close.
Mm.
It's a game that is completely original, as far as I know. It's not based on anything, so that's always a good thing. And it's a PS5 exclusive,
Mm-hmm.
and it just looks incredible. It's a game that I've had my eye on since its original debut.
Mm-hmm.
And with the gameplay that I've seen recently, which is I think Sunday or Saturday, it just looks really, really outstanding and so fresh. And I think that's exactly what we need right now on both sides of the coin when it comes to Xbox and PS5. So here's what I know. It's developed by Housemarque, which developed a game called Resogun,
Mm-hmm.
which was a launch game, I believe, for the PS4. And I think it was a PS Plus game.
Okay.
I think that was the only way that you could get it. And it was just like almost like a side-scrolling, somewhat 3D shooter, like a spaceship shooter thing, kind of
Mm-hmm.
like Super Stardust HD, similar to that kind of thing.
Okay.
And a lot of people were playing it when the PS4 came out because it was like one of the few games that was actually good. And what's interesting about Returnal is people are saying like, "Hey, if you're a Housemarque fan, you're gonna love this game." But then I think, well, what else has Housemarque made besides Resogun? So how could you take a game that's wildly different than Returnal and then say, "Oh yeah, that'll translate well. It's a totally different game."
Right.
I feel like, it would make sense if you said, "Hey, if you like Kojima games, you're gonna like Death Stranding." Even though it's different, it still has a lot of Metal Gear aspects to it, so it's a little bit more translatable.
Okay.
So with Returnal, I just think it looks really cool. It has a lot of references to the Alien films, from what I understand, as well as what was that film, Prometheus?
Yep.
So I think it's going to be really paying a lot of tribute to the fans of that sort of sci-fi genre
Mm.
and those films. So I think it's going to be up Damien's alley. I think it's going to be up your alley.
Mm.
And I'm not a big sci-fi guy, but this game just looks like something that you don't want to pass on.
Yeah, I'm watching the IGN link that you shared with me, and again, sorry for those in the Twitch stream that are unable to see this. Um, it looks like my kind of jam. It definitely
Yeah.
looks like a cross between Alien and Prometheus by proxy, and I'm getting kind of like a Lost Planet vibe from it as
Hmm.
well too, which isn't a bad thing. Lost Planet was a pretty good game, a pretty good franchise. Now I'm seeing like this woman like walking down a hallway, which is kind of weird. I don't know what's going on. I gotta pause this. um, yeah, it looks pretty cool. This is definitely a case where I wish I had a PS5, and it's the type of game that when I do get a PS5, I will probably pick up.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's like I think you and I are on the same page with this. Like we don't really know much about it, but I don't know
mm,
if that really matters. I think the gameplay that's there is enough to kind of gauge some interest.
yeah,
And because it looks so wholly original and fresh, I think that's appealing, at least for me.
yeah. Let's see here. There's a note on this article about the DualSense as well too.
I'm sure it's going to utilize that well.
Yeah, it sounds like they're going to be kind of mixing in not only just the haptic feedback, but also the 3D audio with the controller. So
Mm.
there you go, man.
I mean, they ought to. I heard that the PlayStation 5 headset that they
Mm,
released, I don't know if it has a name, but that one is supposed to be quite impressive.
I'm not sure, but I've heard good things about that as well.